What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are showcasing another Deoxys form. Today, we got ourselves Speed form Deoxys. Now, in a previous video, we showcased Deoxys in its attacking form. That Pokemon was absolutely broken with Expanded Force in his Psychic terrain. But like I said, we're using Speed form Deoxys today with Icy Wind, Knockoff, and Taunt. Should be fun. Should be able to outspeed, get speed control for the rest of the squad, take off items, and taunt Trick Room users. So, like I said, we're ready to use Deoxys. Deoxys got pressure. It also has that Covert Cloak, which is a perfect item for the Speedster. And last but not least, it does have the Dark Terror type in case we're versing like a Prankster user, like Whimsicott or even Tornadus. So I like this Pokemon. Really good on the supporting side. Outside of Deoxys, I mean, everybody's pretty meta besides Snorlax. Snorlax is going to be a fun Pokemon with Thick Fat and Safety Goggles, Encore, Heavy Slam, Yawn, and Facade. And then, like I said, all meta Pokemon. Calyrex, Landorus, Urshifu, Rillaboom. Calyrex with Choice Scarf, Landorus with the Life Orb, Urshifu, Mystic Water, and Rillaboom. That Assault Vest, and Terrain Control with Grassy Surge. Guys, remember the team for yourself. But the code is at top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Speed form Deoxys in Regulation J. Match number 1 coming at you guys, going up against a Lunala squad with Zamazenta. Now, honestly, I like Deoxys here, but I want to check out Speed stat first. 255. Dang. This thing is flying. I'm definitely down to lead it, considering if they go into Tornadus, we can honestly just either taunt it or just start Icy Wind away. With Calyrex is actually not bad for us, but I think I'd rather bring Calyrex in the back end. So I'm going to end up going into Deoxys, alongside with, I think, Lando here. A little bit of Lando actions. Sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, definitely want to use a special attacker here rather than a physical, just in case Incineroar pops out here. So we're going to do that. What's your Terror type? You have Water. That's fine. We definitely want Calyrex, and then I think last but not least, going into Urshifu has got to be our play. It has got to be our play. Considering they have Zamazenta just bulked up on defense. Nice little Surge and Strikes that there's constant crits can do relatively decent damage to that. So I'm with it. Deoxys popping out here, match number 1. Let's look to grab ourselves our first victory. I'm hoping they just go into like Lunala. Then I could just throw Knockoff. I just don't think they're expecting it, right? 4 times super effective. They do a lot of damage, and they do go into Lunala. Do I go Ghost Terror for this? Or not Ghost Terror. I could go Dark Terror for this. I could go Dark Terror for this. They might Terrasilize Zamazenta here. I might just double down into Lunala. Could go on a substitute here. I feel like he has to Terrasilize the Zamazenta. I feel like he has to. I'm going to double down to Lunala. I'm doubling straight down into this Pokemon. Zamazenta is scary though. This thing is like, Deoxys would die out to a Moongeist Beam here. But if I go Dark Terror, then he can just body press me. Kind of a lose-lose situation, so. Hopefully he's just protecting Zamazenta, and we can just, you know, double down into this Lunala slot. Be very nice. And he does protect it. Awesome. Beautiful. Great. He thinks the Earth Power is flying into that slot. Not happening. Knockoff's gonna fly here, outspeed, get rid of Shadow Shield, and get rid of item, which is great. Leftovers is gone. Earth Power, how much damage are we doing here? Almost enough. We might lose Deoxys here. No, he goes for a Calm Mind. That works fine. That works perfectly. That works perfectly. So there's that. Lunala here. Do I taunt you maybe? Definitely want to just go Icy Wind. Kind of just slow down the rest of the squad. And I might just set up a sub here. Or I could Earth Power that slot. Who could they potentially swap into? Maybe Rillaboom? Do I just go Sludge Bomb here? Sludge Bomb should still be able to KO. Let's be honest here. I'm going to go Sludge Bomb. Just in case it's a swap into Rillaboom. Just in case they're rocking out with Rillaboom. Let's see. Sludge Bomb should still be able to KO. Now we have Icy Wind flying just to slow down this Zamazenta, who could be faster than my Lando here. We'll see a Terror type launch. Terror type launching. It's gonna be Zamazenta. Yep, Zamazenta's gonna grab this. What type you got? Straight Grass, that's fine. Just chilling. I got Sludge Bomb for that. Imagine I read the Grass Terror type. That would be awesome. But no swap from the Lunala is great news for us. Icy Wind's gonna fly here. Slow down everybody. Sludge Bomb should be able. I hope it can KO Lunala. If not, I'm getting off. There goes the Sludge Bomb. Cool, it gets rid of that Pokemon. After a Calm Mind boost, that's big time. So we force him to use Terra here. We slow down Zamazenta. He's going to go for a heavy slam, which we should soak. Yep, all day, baby. Deoxys is cooking. He's cooking right now. Alright, cool. So he'll send out Urshifu, most likely just to protect this. I feel like he's got to protect Lando here. So I'm going to go Water Terra and just go into a Earth Power. And make sure I Water Terra. He's definitely got to protect Zamazenta here. Because he knows we have Sludge Bomb now. He knows we have Sludge Bomb. So I feel like he's just going to protect Zamazenta again. We're just going to make a read. We are just going to make a read. So Deoxys is slowly just pestering Pokemon. Knock off for wonders here up against Lunala. Now we got this Lando going into Water Terror type. Just so Surgeon Strikes doesn't KO us in one shot. So got my Water Terror type going. Let's see if Zamazenta protects again. He actually goes for Detect on this slot. Okay. I see you. I understand. Basically, we're going to fly here again. Chip up minimal damage into Zamazenta. And he's probably just going to get rid of my Deoxys at this point, right? You would think, right? Which is fine. I mean, Deoxys kind of already did its job. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Bye-bye, Deoxys. Thanks for popping out here. Thanks for getting work done. Now I can just go into my Calyrex, right? Yeah, you give me no reason not to go into Calyrex here. I got speed. I'm flying here. Double down on Urshifu's definitely to play Astro Bug. Actually, he could Wide Guard me, so honestly, we shouldn't go Psychic here. If you're not sashed, we're gonna go Psychic and Sludge Bomb. He can Wide Guard it, so I'm just not dealing with that. I'd rather just go into separate double hitting moves, or separate single hitting moves, I should say. I mean, if Urshifu's not Focus Sash here, he's dead. He could be Focus Sash, definitely, or he could be Mystic Water. But I'm gonna say he's Mystic Water. Sludge Bomb can do some good damage here too. Zamazenta. No one's gonna protect. Psychic is gonna fly. No Wide Guard either. And Urshifu is Focus Sash. He's sashing up. Big time Focus Sash from him. And Surgeon Strikes is gonna launch, and we should soak this. We're fine. Cool. So Calyrex soaks this. That's big time news. Aqua Jet can't even KO us unless he attacks us with Zamazenta. We'll find out right now. We are launching a Sludge Bomb. Bam. Really, 1 HP. Give me the poison. Help me out. No poison. And these guys are just living on 1 HP for days. From here, though, single-headed moves is just going to easily be to play. Just because I don't want him to Wide Guard and have a Pokemon survive. So we're going to go into Sludge Bomb. We're going to go into Psychic. Maybe I should have just went into Astral Barrage, but no, this is fine. This is fine. I wonder who his final Pokemon is. I'm curious. We already took out the Lunala. He has one more. Could be Incineroar, which is why I didn't want to go into Psychic. I should have went into Astral Barrage, just to chip up damage if he does go into Incineroar. Maybe he doesn't have it. I don't know. I still have my Urshifu in the back end, which is great news. He ends up just detecting his Urshifu. That's fine. That is fine. So bye-bye to Zamazenta. Easy work for us. I wish I would have actually attacked Zamazenta with Calyrex because, you know, I wanted that attack boost. But Sludge Bomb's going to pick up the KO. I'm very curious to see who he goes into at this point. And if it's a fake out user, I mean, you can't fake out my Calyrex, which is great news. You can Grassy Glide it if you're going into Rillaboom. I know it is going to be this Incineroar. It is going to be Incineroar, so that's fine. That's fine by me. Fine by me. My Urshifu can handle that one-on-one, no problem. We just have to get rid of their Urshifu in this game. So I'll go into... Oh, I'm choicing the Psychic. I forgot I'm Choice Scarp. We'll go into Psychic here, and might as well just protect you. Easy enough. Yeah, because if I just get rid of this Urshifu, I mean, they stand no chance. We'll have Lando on the field. We'll have Urshifu in the back end. This is just light work for us. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him cancel. I mean, this one's wrapping up. This one's over with, man. I got him. Up against the wall. Backs on the wall. They say no chance. Let's say landed double detect, right? Double detect would be their only way out. It would be a start, right? Because they would have to detect and then knock off the Calyrex to KO it. That would be the only way. That would be the only way. They would have to land a double attack. Or get like a crit with an Aqua Jet. And he goes for Fake Out into the slot. Beautiful. Block that. Aqua Jet is going to fly, and we soak it all day. I was going to say, if they get the crit, they can potentially win this one. But Psychic Fly is going to pick up the KO into Urshifu. Now all I need to do is just swap Calyrex and just spam Earth Power, right? One Earth Power might KO, but we have to swap Calyrex considering we're choice into it now. So we're going to swap him into Urshifu. Hit that battle button, Earth Power, and can they cancel? No, they're staying in here. They're staying in here. Urshifu with the swapping. And Earth Power is going to fly. Can this one tap? Yeah. Sheer Force, Life Orb. It does a ton of damage. Plus it's stab. GG's. Match number 2 time. Going up against the big 3 from Scarlet and Violet. Monkey Dory, Okidogi, and Pheasant Dipty. They also have Terapagos and Ogerpon. So all the legendaries from Scarlet and Violet DLC. Pretty dope. Pretty cool. Deoxys is going to pop out here. We're using him for speed control. Lando, obviously goated here. A lot of poison type Pokemon. So we're going to be able to rip up with him. So I'm going to go into Deoxys. I am going to end up going into Lando. In the back end, we are going to go Calyrex. And we're just going to go Urshifu here again. Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's go Snorlax. Let's have some fun. They have Snorlax. I'll bring my own Snorlax. We'll go from there. We'll see how it plays out. But we're 1-0 already with a win under our belts. I feel like we should be able to win this match too. But a lot of poison on the field, right? We got all the people with poison chain. They end up going into Ogerpon with what's it called? Terapagos. I could Sludge Bomb down this Ogerpon if I want to. He could be Defiant, which could be tough because I really, really, really want to go for Icy Wind. I believe he is Defiant. I think that's its only ability, right? So the question is, do I double down into that slot, or do I could actually just end up taunting you. Just so he doesn't set up. Yeah, you know, we're going to go taunt here. We're going to go Sludge Bomb. I'm going to taunt Sludge Bomb. That's how I play all day. Is it going to be Terapagos? Yeah, I think it's going to be Terapagos. Actually, it could be Ogerpon. It is going to be Terapagos. So Terapagos is going to grab this nice little Terra type right off the rip. I'm taunting it just so Calm Mind doesn't set up. I'm not too worried about Terapagos when its Calm Mind's not boosted. So, I'd rather waste a turn with Taunt here, just in case he wants to set it up. There's that. Sludge Bomb is going to fly here. Going to say bye-bye to Ogerpon. Get it on out my face. Not dealing with that thing. There's that. Water Pulse is going to launch here. Water Pulse? This is actually scaring me. Ouch. That actually... Dude. Water Pulse on a Terapagos? That ripped me. That actually did some damage. This is why I love the casual ladder. It's just so much fun. You just get a lot going for it. We end up going into Okidogi, and we... You know what? We might as well just go into... Knockoff and then just Earth Power. Just keep slapping up on this one side. He doesn't have Terra, so... As long as Lando's just like hitting super effective shots, we're fine here. Knockoff flies. Does minimal damage, but he doesn't have an item? I guess this person just legit might be his first battle. Does not have an item on the Terapagos. There goes the Terra Starstorm. That's fine. And we should soak this, right? With no Calm Mind boost. Still doing relatively good damage. So it seems like they're EV trained. At least, right? From the damage standpoint. They throw out their final Pokemon. I could just keep Earth Power in this slot if I wanted to. And you know what? We are going to do that. You give me no reason not to. I'm just keep slapping up on this right-hand side. I knew Lando would just be goated here. Just super effective into everything. A lot of Poison-type Pokemon. We get the speed drops going. And we're going to say bye-bye to Pheasant Dipty here. Lando's just... He's just so strong. Any super effective shot, he's usually one-tapping. So, bye-bye to all those Pokemon on the right side. Terapagos probably going to throw another Terra Starstorm and probably just KO my Lando here. Right, Lando goner. Deoxys soaks, right? Yeah, Deoxys soaks. Lando gone. That's totally fine. You did your job. 3 KOs, 3 turns. I'll take that all day. So no more taunt for him. And screw it. Let's just bring out... no, let's just bring out Calyrex. Let's just win this game. Let's just win this game. Let's just do this. I bring out the Calyrex. No need for us to Terrasilize in front of this Pokemon. Our best bet is to just probably go for knockoff. And then just go into Psychic, right? A little bit of Psychic action. and they don't cancel. They're just letting us do damage to him. The Deoxys obviously not hitting hard at all, but he's doing his job today. Bulky Trap goes. Gonna pick up another KO, I think, into our Deoxys, unless he soaks us. Live on 1. Do me a favor here. Live on 1. Do us a favor. No, he dies. He dies out here, and you guys are going to see a little bit of Snorlax action to actually end the match. And yeah, easy second match. So we're guaranteeing ourselves a winning record here. No problem. No problem, baby. And from here, I'll just go for the Facade and the Psychic. I mean, the Psychic should KO. Surprised they haven't canceled yet, but GG's. GG's. This KOing? Or Snorlax doing it? That's KOing. Final match on its way. Magearna and Koraidon on the same team should be a lot tougher than that last match. I mean, Deoxys is going to be great here. Speed Control works wonders. Plus, it's going to be super effective into a few different Pokemon. So, AC1 can be able to do decent damage. Going to end up leading that Pokemon. I could go in with Lando again, but I think Calyrex might just be the better option, especially with like a Follow Me Pokemon. Brute Bonnet's scaring me a little bit if they end up leading that. So, maybe do we just go Lando? I think Lando's just a safe call, right? Yeah, Lando's a safe call. We're going to go Lando here with Deoxys again, and we will bring Snorlax in the back end. I want Snorlax over Urshifu. Urshifu could be good, but I mean, if they have Sunlight out here, we have no weather control. So it's like, eh. Maybe I should have brought Rillaboom just for terrain control, but outside of terrain control, it's really not doing that much damage into any of these Pokemon, right? So, I'd rather not have it. I'd rather just not have it. We'll chill here with Deoxys, and we'll get after it that way. So, Deoxys 255. Gonna be fast on the field outside of Calyrex with the Choice Scarf. They end up going the Brute Bonnet, which is a great call for me to actually swap Calyrex for Landorus. And they're sitting here with Iron Treads on the field. I could taunt this thing, so he doesn't put me to sleep. And you know what? I am gonna end up doing that. He could Sucker Punch me as well, but I'm not attacking right now, so I'm fine with this. Going to Earth Power into this Iron Tread slot. Kind of pose that threat because chances are their back end 2 Pokemon are Koraidon and Magearna, right? You would think that they would be their final 2 Pokemon. So if they want to swap into any of them, save Iron Treads a shot, my guess, I'd rather hit your other Pokemon than that. But Deoxys with another taunt early on in this match, and we're gonna see a Sucker Punch. What are we seeing here? Let's see a knockoff. Ouch. Bye bye to you. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This thing's flying in speed. A big time taunt. I wonder what Brute Bonnet's doing. Lose my Deoxys just like that. Iron Tread's Life Orb, so he's flying here, and he should be dead. So we'll go KO for KO. Beautiful. That's fine. Brute Bonnet, though. What you got for me? He's going for the Spore. So my taunt was a good call. My taunt was a great call. From here, though, we just go into the Calyrex. I only have Ghost Terror, and I'm scared of the Sucker Punch. You know what? We're going to go into you. We're going to go into Snorlax here. We'll save our Calyrex. We'll try to, yawn up into this Brute Bonnet, because Brute Bonnet is a problem. He's a big-time problem. We do have Thick Fat to deal with Koraidon. I think we just start yawning left and right. I think our best bet is just yawn, yawn, yawn. I could maybe go into Water Tower here. I'm going to yawn you, and I'm just going to Sludge Bomb this slot down. Do I have Water Tower here? Yeah, we're going to go Water Tower. Just in case he wants to go into that Flare Blitz here. It could be a problem. And are we going to see Fire Terror pop? It's going to be Fire Terror? It's going to be Fire Terror. So Earth Power can do a lot of damage here, but this makes me feel like he's going for a Flare Blitz here in the Sun, which is good for me considering I'm going into Water Terror. So I got Water Terror on one side, I got Thick Fat on the other side. Both my Pokemon should be able to soak this. Brute Bonnet probably going for a Sucker Punch or something like that. Because it is taunted, it can't attack here, or it has to attack. Yeah, he is launching a Sucker Punch, which is doing relatively decent damage. Flare Blitz is going to fly here. How much damage is it doing here? Soak this. I guess I Water Terrored for nothing. For absolutely nothing. For absolutely nothing. Now we are pretty much just screwed here. Now we are pretty much screwed. We are pretty much screwed here. Considering my Calyrex cannot do enough here. We cannot do enough. We need to get rid of that Brute Bonnet. One Sludge Bomb would be great. Maybe I should have yawned the Brute Bonnet, but now he's going to Sucker Punch me. And we already know what's happening. guess I'll just go into Astral Barrage here, but he ends up withdrawing Brute Bonnet. Hold up. Hold up, so you're saying there's a chance here. So you're saying there's a chance. He ends up swapping the Brute Bonnet. It's fine by me. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Astral Barrage launches. Koraidon's going to go to sleep this next turn, which is great news. I should be able to soak up a shot here. He's going for another Flare Blitz. Can you soak this Calyrex? I don't think you can. It's a lot of damage. You don't. And he's going to die with the recoil, and it's just going to be game. I was going to say, if Calyrex can soak, we might be able to win this game. Because he would have died out the recoil, and we could just Astral Barrage the next turn and just picked up the KOs. And then I could have just, you know, yawned that Brute Bonnet, but Fire Terror Calyrex, well not Calyrex, Fire Terror Koraidon, just getting the best of us. Facade flies from our Snorlax, doing relatively decent damage. Yeah, we could have won this game. We could have won this game no problem. We could have won this game no problem if we soaked that Fire Blitz, but it is what it is. Tough team in match number 3 to go up against. I'm just going to end up running this one. We go 2-1 for today's video. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Speed Deoxys in Regulation J. Had a ton of fun using it today. Like I said, not really good on the offensive side, but for supporting wise, taking off items, speed control, and taunt, it worked perfectly. We used it in every single match, led it in every single match, did some damage, got speed control, and just helped out the rest of the team. And ultimately ended up grabbing ourselves a 2-1 winning record. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positive today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.